Obviously, as General Manager of Madame Tussauds, I am very honoured to have Karan Johar here today himself to unveil his figure. Karan obviously had a very successful career in Indian cinema, and I think it's fitting then that he holds a very prominent role in this zone, whether it is his audition or his interactive wax figure, which we will unveil very shortly.
Soon. Yes, very soon, and I can't wait. So I'm not going to wait anymore. I am just going to call the man himself. Okay, are you guys ready? Yeah? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, let's welcome Karan Johar. Come out. Mr. Karan, hello. Hello. Hi. How are you feeling today?
Very excited, very honored to be here today. Thank you very much. It's wonderful. I'm here with my family and friends, and it just feels wonderful. It's something that everyone actually has dreamt of. I remember going to the museum when I was a child with my father. So it's like life completing an entire circle.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice to hear. Is this the first time you're here in Singapore?
No, this is not my first time. This is my third or fourth time, but it's always wonderful to be here.
Oh, that's great. And have you been to Madame Tussauds before? And what do you feel? How do you think about?
Well, as I said, I used to visit it as a child, and then subsequently I went once when Shah Rukh's statue was revealed in London, and I went there with his entire family, as his family, and it was a very exhilarating experience then to see your loved ones waxed. So I think that I've been waxing eloquent for too long now, so it's time to be waxed myself.
Well, we are very happy to have you here today because you're going to unveil your wax statue, right? And it's going to be part of the whole experience. It's going to complete everything.
Yeah, it's a bit surreal. The whole feeling is a bit surreal.
Very surreal, right?
Just to feel yourself, because I think the whole team, and I have to compliment the entire team from London that came in and very meticulously kind of took my measurements, which are in abundance, and also made sure that the features were exact, and it was an entire process that the team went through diligently, and I just can't wait to see how it's all come out.
That's great. I can't wait to see that, right? Alex, are you excited?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing two of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm already Gloomy and Gemini.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. And I was just wondering, how about the hologram video?
That was great. I think that it's a first for Madame Tussauds, and I think it's interactive. The whole hologram audition concept is fantastic. It gives you a chance, if you're a budding actor or just somebody who kind of wants to kind of, have you tried it? Have you tried it?
I am going to practice.
Okay, you should, because I'm the judge.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
going to be the judge of that.
Okay, sure.
So I think you want to practice your dance moves, your acting potential. I think this is the first that I think Madame Tussauds has done. It's a great endeavor. I think it's interactive, which is, I think, we're in this virtual reality zone today, and I think everything is interactive now, and I think it's just not about being waxed, it's about taking it forward and further, and I think this concept really totally is amazing, and I hope that everybody engages with it.
I am going to. Maybe later on we can audition together. And we'll see
I don't need to, I'm already an actor in two very big flop films.
Oh no, it's okay, I'll still take it, okay? Alright, so now I think we are ready to unveil your wax figure. Are you ready?
I am.
Yeah? Okay, are you guys ready? Yes? Are you ready, Alex?
Yes, ready.
Okay, I am also ready. Alright, so Mr. Karan Johar, you have to stand over here and you will have to put your hand on this electrical looking thing.
Like this?
Okay, yes. Okay, on the count of three.
Okay.
Ready? Alright, everybody. On the count of three. Alright, let's move away from the curtain, okay? Alright, and 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at that. Mr. Karan, how do you feel?
I'm taking a selfie, which is what I do a lot. So I think there couldn't be a better way of describing how I would stand on any occasion. And I think what's great is that it's in movement. I'm taking a selfie of myself, and this is a statue, and it's all very surreal. And I'm wearing a jacket full of butterflies, which is what I had in my stomach before I came in here, but I'm really excited because it's out there now.
Oh, that's really nice. My goodness. Now we can play spot the difference. What do you Any spot the
I
difference?
think the features are kind of designed. I mean, I have this kind of a smirk, which is a half smile, which is what they capture, I think, very beautifully. and my luscious lips look lovely. And so do my thick eyebrows and my perfectly coiffed hair. So I think it's all in good place.
That's great. That's good to know. All right. So would you like to take some photos with your
Myself.
with yourself?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay. You can actually take a you can take a selfie.
Let's take a selfie. But I have to get my better profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which with left profile? Okay.
Yes, that's the part.
And the pout.
This is a smile. I had to do away with the pout.
Oh.
Pout is so last season.
Oh.
The half smile is the new thing to do.
All right.
Okay, I'm feeling. I feel like I'm taller than this statue because of my big platform shoes.
Yeah. Maybe you should just bend your knees a little. There you go. Okay, and you can even save the photo and send it to your family and friends with this phone. Alright, now can we have your family with you? This moment is so special.
My mother is here.
This moment is so special. Hello.
I'm going to start with my mother and some really. Mom, you want to take a selfie with me taking a selfie? Take a selfie with me, Mama. Yeah, this way. There.
Alright, there you go.
Now here, press. Oh, we've done this. Okay. Aunt and my cousins to come here as well. They're with me.
Okay, can we have your family members?
I want you guys as well. Come on. I know who not to ask.
Oh, he's so good. Vishwan, come just this one time. He looks so good.
You come.
Careful the camera.
Come. I know how much you love this.
have a question for you. How do you feel? We also have an IFA zone here as well, Madame Tussauds, right? And now on top of this, we have the new zone as well as Karan with us. How do you feel about this?
We feel extremely privileged because Karan is actually one of our advisory board members at IFA and a long-standing one. He's obviously the coolest one, so of course he's the first IFA advisory board member to be immortalized in wax, in more ways than one. But no, we're very pleased and we're very happy to have had the privilege of being able to do this honor for Karan. He deserves this and more. He's a wonderful member of our film fraternity and a great advocate for the Bollywood film industry.
Thank you very much, Noreen. It's a pleasure to have you here with us as well.
Thank you.
Alright, Mr. Karan, I have a few questions for you. Alright, so you have accomplished so much. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, so Mr. Karan and Mr. Karan, you have accomplished so much, right? Your director, your films, I've grown up watching them.
Oh God, that doesn't make me feel very
No.
good.
I know I look very old, but I feel very young. Okay. But so it's not that long ago. All right. So when I was a child, I was watching all your movies, and some of them were very close to my heart, like So what advice would you give to us about success of achieving your dreams?
Well, that's what I say to everybody, that eventually it's important to kind of dream big. It's important to kind of have those aspirations. But it's also, and I say this as somebody who is 46 years old and has garnered experience over the years, is that it's also important to put a time cap to your dreams and aspirations. Because you can't continuously chase something that supposedly doesn't come your way, then, and that's in the worst case scenario, then it's important for you to kind of, relook and kind of reinvent your thoughts and your dreams. So even your dreams must have an expiry date, and I don't say that with cynicism, I say that with a huge dose of what I think a reality check might give you.
Thank you very much. And as a kid, did you see this coming? Like your family members were also in the industry, so did you see yourself becoming a star? Were you already expecting this to happen one day and be like, hey, you know what, it's about time I get my wax bigger, man?
I don't, to me, I never saw anything coming. I never realized I'd be a filmmaker. I always thought that, that I would be in the creative arts in some form or the other, but it's not something that I had imagined or envisaged. Things have happened and I'm very grateful to everyone who made it happen. And even now I don't take any of this seriously, because I always believe that you have to deal with success with relief and failure with contemplation. So when you succeed, it's important to be relieved but move on to the next step of your life. When you fail is when you have to step back and contemplate. And so that's what I do. I mean, like literally I just go take every day as it comes.
That's great, thank you. And one last question. If there's one thing you would say to your younger self, or any advice you would give to your younger self, what would it be?
What would I say to my younger self? Well, I would have said that don't be so naive, don't believe the world always, or don't take everyone's word for what they say, but never lose your innocence. Because in all that, I think it's important to not have lost. I did lose my innocence. I still feel there's a huge dose of innocence in the way I operate in my workplace and even in my interactions with people. So I would tell my young self that, you will get a lot of advice from the world, there will be a lot of cynicism that surrounds you, but don't lose your innocence, because that's your biggest gift.
Great, right, wonderfully said. Thank you so much, Mr. Karan. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Madame Tussauds Singapore, for having me. Now we would like to open up the floor for a group interview for media teams. So the rest of you guys can just help yourself to refreshments at the audition room.